Hello everyone, welcome to ACE Engineering Academy. In this video, we are going to discuss the preparation strategy for the environment and ecology with respect to the Indian Railway Management Services examination. Right. What is this examination? So originally Indian Railway Management Services is a part of the engineering services till 2022. But this year onwards and this examination is included under the civil services examination, which means the aspirants who are preparing for the IRMS, they have to clear the civil services preliminary also. Civil services preliminary already you know it consisting of the two papers. One is the CSIT and first one is the general studies. In general studies we have 100 questions and the 200 marks. Okay, so in 100 questions 200 marks, and what is the weightage of the this environment and ecology we are going to discuss in this video. Okay, and environment and ecology plays the very important role in clearing up the IRMS preliminary examination. Right now, so this environment and ecology, what would be the weightage of these environment ecology subject if you observe the previous question papers, and based on the last previous year's analysis. Now if you observe here 2018 we got the 11 questions, which means approximately 22 marks here. And now here the 20 questions and the 40 marks. Here the 18 questions and the 36 marks, 19 questions and the 38 marks, and the 14 questions and the 28 marks. And this was the weightage of the last 5 years. So which means averagely if you take, and anyway you are going to get about 15 questions, and that is approximately equal to the 30 marks and from the environment and ecology. And this is about weightage analysis of the last 5 years. And then what is the syllabus given by the UPSC? So in the UPSC mentioned these lines in the syllabus. These are the very vague lines, because we can imagine the syllabus will be the unimaginable. Right. So that is the general issues are the environment, and next one is the ecology and the biodiversity and the climate change and the sustainable development. These are the words mentioned, but there is no precise syllabus. These are the simply vague. The words are mentioned by the UPSC in the syllabus. Okay. Now, what are the topics to be covered under these headings? And these are the headings they are given simply: environment, ecology, biodiversity. Now, what is the syllabus to be covered? And this is the weightage analysis. Now, these are the syllabus to be covered, and these are the topics to be covered for the preparation of the your exam purpose. Okay. Now, environmental basics, and next one principles of the ecology, and next food chains and the types of the ecosystem, and these are the one set. So because they are all are interlinked topics. And then followed by the biogeochemical cycles, or otherwise these are popularly known as nutrient cycles also, like carbon cycle, nitrogen cycle, phosphorus cycle. All these are nutrients replenishing cycles are there, and those are the cycles, biogeochemical cycles. And next one is about evolution of the biosphere, that is the plants and animals evolution. And next one, biodiversity in the world India, and the wildlife also India in the world, and we need to cover all these. These are the again these are the interlinking topics. And again you need to consider about environmental degradation, that is the developmental aspects are degrading the environment. What are the impact of the development on the environment? That is environmental degradation. Again you know that air pollution causes and effect, and the water pollution, radioactive pollution, hazardous waste, and the e-waste. All these are the pollution aspects. And then followed by the global warming, that is the greenhouse gases, how they are releasing into the atmosphere, and how they are impacting the human life and environment and the plants, everything. That is a global warming and the climate change. And next one is what international convention. There are so many agreements are there, like an example for the protection of the wetland, Ramsar Convention is there. For the prohibition of the use of the organic persistent, we have the Stockholm Convention is there. For the protection of the ozone layer, Montreal Protocol and Kigali amendments are there. Like there are more than 30 international conventions are there, particularly for the protection of the environment. You need to thorough with all these conventions. And as well as national environmental legislation, what are the acts made by the Parliament of the India, as well as articles mentioned under the Constitution with respect to the protection of the environment. That is the national environmental legislation. And also very recent now trending is about renewable energy, that is the solar energy, wind energy, that is the sources of the energy. And next one, sustainable development, and as well as red dot species. Red dot species means the species which are having the threat to extinct in the future, and those type of the species are known as generally red data species. The red data list is published by the International Union for the Conservation of the Nature, IUCN, and you need to thorough with that whatever the list published by the IUCN, that is the red data species. And this is the syllabus to be covered, and you need to prepare yourself. If you are preparing yourself, and you need to cover all these topics thoroughly, and then only you can answer the questions in the examination. Okay, you know already weightage analysis. This is the what weightage analysis of the what this environment and the ecology. Now, if you observe the what question pattern, what type of the questions they are giving, the types of the question. The types of the questions are there are the three types of the questions are there. One type of the first category of the questions are the what directive questions, which means any student who are the serious aspirant, any serious aspirant can answer very easily. They are the what first type of the questions. And second type of the question, these are the what conceptual understanding questions. You need, if you are thorough with the what all the concept like biogeochemical cycles, if you are thorough with the what global warming, how it global warming is happens, and if you are thorough with these type of the conceptual understanding, and you can answer these things. And third one is the what this is the what very difficulty questions, and this is purely you need to based on the what elimination method only. There is no direct answer for this one, and these are the what purely elimination based question, and these type of the questions are very difficult to even answer. Okay, I will show the what examples for the what all these three types of the categories of the question. I will show the examples for the what direct questions. I will show the example for the conceptual questions, and I will show the examples for even difficult questions also. Okay, right. Now, what are the topics very important? Which means if you analyze the what previous question paper, from which topics we got the what more number of the questions, right? That is those areas from where you got the what more number of the questions. Those areas are termed as high yielding areas. In these high yielding areas, and the most of the questions are from the what international conventions and organizations, and the wildlife in India, and the biodiversity in India, and the global warming and the climate change and environmental reports. And this approximately covers the 80% of the questions every year. And these are the five topics are very high yielding topics we can consider, which means you need to prepare thoroughly these topics first priority basis, because most of the questions are from these areas. But even some silly questions also they're from these areas only, and even depth level questions also there. But most of the questions are covered from the what these areas. These are known as what very popularly known as high yielding areas. So in these high yielding areas also questions are the three types. One is the direct and conceptual questions, and the very difficult questions are there. Now let us move on to the what question. The first category of the questions, what is there? This one, direct questions. What are the direct questions? Example for the what direct questions. See, this is the direct question example. So direct question example is here clearly. So they are given the wetlands, and here they are given the what confluence of the rivers, and which of the following are correct. Now Harike wetlands, Bias and Sutlej confluence, and next to Ecology National Park, Rajasthan, that is the Banas and Chambal River, and the Kolleru Lake of Andhra Pradesh, that is the Musi and the Krishna River confluence, and which of the following pairs are correctly matched. So there is no tricky and there is no nothing. That is a direct straightforward question. So that is a wetland. So that is the first one. So that is they are given the what Harike wetland. That is a direct question. Where is the Harike wetland? Harike wetland is in the Punjab. So Harike wetland is in the Punjab, which was formed due to the what confluence of the both of these rivers. From the this Rakasi Lake and this Sutlej River will enters into the India through the Shipkila Pass, and then enters into the what Pakistan. From the Himachal Pradesh Bias Kund, that Bias River originate, and the Bias and Sutlej. This is Sutlej and this is a Bias River, and the both the rivers will meet. So a place called what Harike, where we are constructed even Harike barrage also. Harike barrage and Harike wetland is there, and this is exactly that is a confluence of the Bias, and next one next is the Sutlej River. Bias and the Sutlej River, exactly that is the confluence of the Bias and the Sutlej River. So that is the option one is the correct. So what is the Harike wetland? This is the whatever the option one is given. So option one is the what exactly correct. And next one, if the option one is correct, then automatically you can eliminate the what 2 and 3. 2 and 3 are eliminated. Option 1 is correct. And next second one is the Koiladiyo National Park, and next they are given the word Kolleru National Park. Sorry, Kolleru Lake they are given. Now, if you observe the word Kolleru, and that was the Kolleru is the confluence of the Godavari and Krishna in Andhra Pradesh. So right, this is the Godavari river and the Krishna river. In between the Godavari Krishna river, this is the freshwater lake is there, and this lake is what? So Kolleru Lake, Godavari and the Krishna confluence. But in the option they are given, it was what Krishna and the Musi river, and this was a wrong answer, which means third is absolutely wrong, which means this is also eliminated and this is also eliminated. If the third is wrong, then automatically left out option is the what only one only correct. And if you don't know the even this one, you can answer very easily. Even now Koiladiyo National Park. So this Koiladiyo National Park is there in the Rajasthan. Now, so this is the Gujarat, and this state is here it Rajasthan, and next year the Madhya Pradesh is there. Madhya Pradesh. That is the Chambal River is originate from the Madhya Pradesh, and this Chambal River and flows in the Rajasthan and Madhya Pradesh border. This is the what Chambal River. And Banas River is the small tributary of the what Chambal River, originate from the what Aravalli ranges only. This one. and here it is the Ecology National Park. So Ecology National Park, we are having the what Ban Ganga and that rivers, and there is no interaction with the what Chambal rivers and this Banas river. There is no connection with the Chambal and the Banas river. Okay, these are completely, they are far away from the what Ecology National Park. So that's why this is also wrong answer. That is the question for the answer for this question is about one only. Even if you don't know this one, you can eliminate very easily if you know the two. Next one. Second question, which one of the following terms describes the only the physical space occupied by the, not only the physical space occupied by the organism, but also the functional role of the community in the organism? Simply, what they are asking this one, what is the synonymous term with the what functional role of the what organism? What is mean by functional role of the organism? Means any organism which was born on the surface of the earth will have the what definite role. Suppose an example in the daily life, suppose your pet dogs are there. The pet dogs, why the dog is the only pet animal? Why not fox? Your pet animal is dog only because the dog is having the what different brain system which can easily identify the what known persons and unknown persons. No animal can having that type of the what brain system, which means the dog role is on the surface of the earth is to identify the known persons and the unknown persons. That type of the brain system is developed in the dog. So that's why dog is considered the pet animal, because it is having the what particular character. That character cannot be replaced by the what any another organism. In the same way, every organism on the surface of the earth is having the what their own role. That role cannot be replaced by the what any another organism. Suppose here, taking the food chain as an example. Now here the grass is there. So grass will be eaten by the what grasshoppers only. The direct bird cannot eat the what grass. Bird cannot eat the grass. So which means the role of the what grasshopper is to eat the grass here. Okay. Again, these grasshoppers are eaten by the what birds, and the birds may be eaten by the what snakes, and after that the snakes may be eaten by the what owl, and then it will be decomposed by the bacteria and the viruses. Bacteria are not viruses, bacteria and the fungi. We call them as detritivores or otherwise decomposers. So which means here the what every organism have their own role. So they are asking that what is that role is known as. This role, whatever the role played by the what every organism, that is known as what ecological niche. We call it as a ecological niche. These are the two questions are the example for the what direct questions. There are three types of the questions are there. I informed you already. So these are the direct questions. Okay, they are example for the what direct question. Now come to the second category of the what conceptual questions. What are the conceptual questions are there? What are the conceptual questions? This is the conceptual question. Just read properly. Now, when the bark of a tree is removed in a circular fashion, all around near its base, it generally dries up and dies because of the what? Which factor? So if you are removing the bark of the tree from the here, so if you are removing the bark of the tree, and then finally the tree will die. So they are asking why the tree will die if you remove the what bark. So here. So this is the bark of the tree. If you continuously remove the what bark of the tree from the what surface, so from the outer surface to the what inner surface continuously, and finally tree will die. Why they are asking this one? Why the tree will die? So that is the question, right? Now, if you observe the what stem characters of the what plant, so plant will have the what xylem and the phloem. We are having the what, so in the plant we are having the what xylem, and xylem will supply the what water to the what plants, and next one phloem will carry the what food materials, whatever the phloem is there, and the phloem will carry the what food materials. If you observe the what cross section of the what any stem, and outside you will find the what phloem. So this is the outside you will find the what this one. This part is the what phloem. This outside part is the what phloem. Suppose assume that this is like stem of the tree, like here. This is the what phloem, and here also it is the phloem. And meanwhile, so that the middle part is what xylem. Middle part is the what xylem. So xylem will carry the what water. So whatever the xylem and phloem are known as what vascular bundles. Okay, vascular bundles here. Xylem and phloem are known as vascular bundles. Now here so this xylem will carry the what water, and this phloem will carry the what food materials. This phloem will carry the food materials, xylem and the phloem. So right. So here the what phloem bundles and the xylem bundles are there here. The question is that if you remove the bark, what will happen? If you remove the bark, then immediately that the phloem will be disturbed. If the phloem will be disturbed, means there is no supply of the what food material. If there is no supply of the food materials, means there is no energy supply in that case. So then answer is second one option, that is the roots are starved of the what energy is the what option. And even some people may pick up this one also. Root does not receive the what oxygen for the what respiration. No, That is not the correct answer. And this one, because the question is clearly mentioned about the word bark. So that is the bark of the tree is removed. The bark of the tree is removed clearly. Okay. So that is the start of the what? Energy. This is the conceptual understanding question. You cannot answer directly until unless if you know the what is the xylem and what is the phloem, what is the xylem will do and what is the phloem will do in the plant body. And if you know all these characters, then only you can answer this question generally. Okay. Next. Carbon dioxide and oxides of the nitrogen and oxides of the sulfur. Which of the following emissions are from the what? Combustion of the what? Thermal power plant. Coal. If you are combusting the, so that is the burning of the coal. The burning of the coals leads to the what? Emission of the, which type of the gases they are asking. So they are the what? Completely they are the what? White color. This whitish color is due to the what? Mostly. So it is the carbon monoxide and the carbon dioxide and oxides of the what? Sulfur and oxides of the sulfur and oxides of the what? Nitrogen. So all will be emitted from the what? Combustion of the coal. So that is a, so carbon dioxide and oxides of the nitrogen and oxides of the sulfur. So all are emitting from the, so combustion of the coal from the thermal power plants. So answer is the 1, 2, 3, even including carbon monoxide also. Okay. Right. These are the comes under the what? The second category of the question. These two questions comes under the second category of the question, that is conceptual questions. Okay. Next, third category of the question we'll discuss. What is the difficult questions? What are the difficult questions? It is very difficult to even eliminate. What are the difficult questions? See here. Sea cow and the sea horse and next one sea lion. And these are the T type of the questions are given. So they want to identify which of the following is a mammal. So if you observe the what animal phylum, so that is the first evolved is the what fishes. After the fishes, and then next evolved organisms are the what amphibians. Okay, amphibians. Then followed by the what reptiles, you know well. So reptiles. After the reptiles, that is the birds. So birds are evolved. We call them as what aves, even also birds. And then followed by the what mammals are evolved. There is a evolution of the mammals at the end. So these are the what animal classification: fishes, amphibians, reptiles, birds, and the mammals. Now they are asking which of the following animals are known as mammals: the sea cow and the sea horse and the sea lion. And these type of the questions are very difficult. So now until unless if you know the this diagrammatic pattern or even picture, then only you can identify easily. Sea horse, whatever you are seeing, it is the sea horse. Sea horse, and this sea horse is nothing but this is the bony fish. So sea horse you are seeing here the picture of the sea horse, and this is the what bony fish. Okay. Next, sea lion is there. So lion. So this is also looking like a lion. Lion is a mammal. So automatically this was in the water. So that's why it is known as sea lion. And this is an example for the what mammal, because it is living in the water. That's why we call it as a sea lion. And here also cow. Cow is a mammal and it is living in the sea. It is sea. So mammal. Right. So mammal. This is a mammal and this is a mammal. Okay. Right. And this is the sea horse. So the question is about the what, which are the following are the what mammals, and that is the sea cow, and next is the what sea lion are the what mammals, and sea horse is the what bony fish, and this is the what 1 and 3 only, 1 and 3 only. And these type of the questions are very difficult. So because generally we don't have the what idea about the what even these the pictures of these animals at all. So that's why whenever you are seeing these type of the questions suddenly in the examination, we cannot even eliminate in the examination, because we don't know actually what is that animal. Right. So these type of the questions are comes under the difficult category. Difficult category. Next, another question. Difficult category. Consider the following organisms: Agaricus, Nostoc, Spirogyra. So which of the following are biofertilizer? They are asking question about which of the following are the what biofertilizers: Agaricus, Nostoc, and Spirogyra. So they are asking that these type of the questions. Okay. Now Agaricus, Nostoc. How this here? This is the Nostoc, and this is the what cyanobacteria. This is the Nostoc is the cyanobacteria, and this is the cyanobacteria. And this one, so generally if you go, this is our green algae. This is the green algae. Generally you will find that this type of the what green color green algae near the what ponds and the lakes and near the temples generally. And this is known as what fungi. So this is agaricus, whatever this agaricus is there, agaricus is known as what fungi, and this is the algae, green algae, and this is the and this is the spirogyra. This is the spirogyra, and this is the Nostoc, and this is the what agaricus. This is spirogyra, right? So, and they are asking this question even if you know the even pictures of these one, but still we cannot eliminate the what options, because the question is very difficult. So, agaricus and the Nostoc and the spirogyra, it is very difficult. But generally one clue point is there. Generally, what is the clue point? Generally cyanobacteria are used as what biofertilizers. Generally Generally, the cyanobacteria, the only one cyanobacteria is there, that is the nostoc. So nostoc is the cyanobacteria. So this nostoc can be used as a what? So cyanobacteria that is used as the what? Biofertilizers. And agaricus, and this is the what? Fungi, and the spirogyra is the what? Green algae. They cannot be used as a what? So fertilizers. That is the answer is what? Two only. Two only. But it is also very difficult question. So if you have the what? Knowledge about the what? Cyanobacteria, then only you can eliminate this one. So that is the cyanobacteria are generally used as what? Biofertilizers. So that is option is there, two only. So that's why. And even when you go to the temples or when you visiting the what? Different ponds and the lakes in your villages or your towns, you know that all these are there. You will find this one, but you know don't know this is spirogyra. This is a spirogyra. You cannot use it as it is a biofertilizers. The simple logic, because it is a weed plant only. So these type of the questions are the what? Very difficult questions. These are the difficulty questions. These two are the very difficult question. And this question is a concept, and this question is a conceptual question. And this one is a direct question, and this one also very direct question. So there are three types of the questions are there: direct, conceptual, and the difficult question. And generally, so if you observe the what? Any type of the question paper, you will find these three type of question. Suppose assume that there are averagely 15 questions you are getting. Averagely 15 questions are you are getting, at least 3 to 4 questions are the what comes under this category. Which one? Difficult category. But even there is a probability that you can answer the what 12 questions very carefully, very easily. If you understand the what, so direct and the conceptual category, at least you will get the what 12 questions from the direct and the conceptual category. But 3 to 4 questions are comes under the difficult category. You can leave those questions, but prepare thoroughly with respect to the direct and conceptual understanding questions. You can very easily you can answer all these questions. Okay, right. Now that IRMS preliminary examination, so that ACE Engineering Academy also starting the new batches, So that is a classroom coaching. So for IRMS preliminary examination, so ACE Engineering Academy starting the new batches in Hyderabad, Kottapet branch. Now the timings of the branches and the duration of the branches. There is the two types of the batches are there: short-term batches and the long-term batches. And both the batches are starting on the 24th February and 2023. And the long-term batches 7 to 8 hours per day, and the short-term batches and 3 to 4 hours per day. And the duration is 70 to 75 hours. Here the 5 to 6 months, either 70 to 75 days only. So this one both are the IRMS preliminary examination. Fees for the both one 25,000, and next one Kottapet and this one Hyderabad. And next one is the discount for the 50% of the discount for the what ACE old students, and 75% of the discount for the what ESC rankers. ESC rankers 75% of the discount. So along with the offline branches and the live sessions also. So we are launching live sessions. So live sessions also we are launching. Live sessions also available. Right. These are the what information regarding the what batches of the this IRMS preliminary examination. Offline batches are in the Kottapet, Hyderabad, and also we are launching live sessions also with respect to the what IRMS. And thank you everyone, and all the best.